What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we are back with another video. Get in here, everybody, get in here. All right, so we got to get into some things. So last night, the VMAs happened, all right? 2021 VMAs was a star-studded event, all right? And while I don't care about everybody that was there, I do care about some people that were there and some performances I really wanted to talk about. And as I told you, I said we're going to get into them the next day, today. So, boom, who do I have on my list? We have Lil Nas X, Chloe Bailey, Normani, Doja Cat shading SZA, and possibly, if we get to it, Alicia Keys and Busta Rhymes. All right, so I want to start off with Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X looked a mess on the red carpet. Okay, I think this is the outfit that he had from Montero. I don't know, I don't care. Lil Nas X, I'm still very much a fan. I'm very much a supporter, but Lil Nas X looked a goddamn mess on the red carpet. It's no tea, it's no shade. I think that it's the Rick James, the Black Elton John vibe for me. Maybe I get it. It's the mullet. It's the fashion. While the pieces are nice, I just don't think that this really was a good look for him. He's a very attractive man. His body is done. You know what I mean? He looks aesthetically. He looks great. I just didn't like this outfit. He could have did something if he still wanted to be whimsical and out of the box. He could have done that. I just didn't really feel this fit for me. Now let's get to the performance. The performance to me, honestly, was okay. The Lil Nas X performance, I mean, it's nothing that we haven't seen before. There was nothing that wooed or wowed me. I'm gonna be honest with you. There was not much that wooed and wowed me about any of the performances last night on the VMAs. But in particularly Lil Nas X, I think he did great. I think he showed off that he's been working out. He looks good. He looks phenomenal. The performance, I mean, at least he didn't look like he was out of breath and winded. However, it feels a little forced. And when I mean it feels a little forced, I feel like, and I'm not saying he's trying to push a gay agenda. Like, that's not what we're saying. I'm saying it feels like he's not as gay as he's trying to lead on, right? I don't feel like he's naturally a feminine guy, naturally a flamboyant guy. I think this is a character that he's, embodying now, or he has decided that he wants to bring out of himself, because it almost feels like during certain parts of the song or the performance, he feels like, oh, let me insert a gay move here. I haven't done anything gay for the last few 8 counts. Let me try to insert a quick booty twerk. Let me try to break my wrist, and let me try to look like a gay man right now. And it's just kind of like, if it's not calling for that, don't add it. You know what I mean? I feel like a little bit he's trying to force the gay into the performance. And it's like, we get it. You're gay. You've kissed men. We understand all that. You're dancing naked, for God's sake. You got all gay dancers twerking and stuff. You don't have to try to jump in and twerk and act gay. And I don't know. I feel like he be trying to act gay when it's unnecessary. Just be gay. But you don't have to try to act gay. And so sometimes I would see that in the performance and it wouldn't look right. Either he's trying to act gay, or the nigga just has 2 left feet and can't dance. He doesn't understand his body and how to be fluid, because it looks like it's like an afterthought. Like, oh, maybe I should twerk here. Oh, let me act like a sissy here. It's just like, girl, just be gay and let's keep it pushing and do your thing, and if you don't do one gay gesture or mannerism throughout the whole performance, it's okay. The performance is still good. You don't need to try to act gay or show gay just to do a performance. I mean, you've got enough elements there to prove that you're gay. You've got all male dancers. You got them twerking. You're in pink. You got the rhinestone booty shorts. I mean, we get it. You're gay, but you don't have to force like the gay twerking or the gay, like, as the artist. I just feel like a little bit of him kind of tries to force that a little bit. And it's just kind of like, we don't really need you to do that. It really wasn't calling for that. So the performance, though, it was cool. It wasn't anything that wowed me. But I mean, like I said, the performance was all right. It was Lil Nas X. It was cool. It was nothing to really go run home and talk about in that aspect, but it was a solid performance. Jack Harlow looked great. He looks great. And so, and he also won Video of the Year for Montero. So that was everything. With all that controversy, him winning Video of the Year, Dancing on the Devil like that, obviously paid for itself. So shout out to Lil Nas X for winning Video of the Year, and having a great VMA performance. All right. So next on our list is none other than Chloe Bailey. All right. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not wowed by this performance. I expected more. I'm gonna be honest. She sang beautifully. She sang absolutely beautifully. The performance was good. Was the performance stellar? No. I could see where she was channeling the Beyonce. She danced. She had the choreography going. Like, it was a pretty solid performance. However, it didn't feel fluid. It didn't feel like she knew exactly what was coming next all the time. There was a lot of pauses. It just wasn't a smooth. The transitions weren't smooth. I would have liked a little bit more of a set design. To me, it was kind of okay. You can tell that she's still new. You can tell that this is her first time performing to this level with this type of pressure. So yeah, she was nice. It was cool, but it wasn't a dropout. Wow. Oh my God. She really came here and nailed it type performance. It kind of left me feeling like, okay, she's cute. She's got some work to do. You know what I mean? But it wasn't bad. It just wasn't spectacular either. It was very much so okay. But at least one thing I like about her though, you could see where she's going, and you could see, like, if she continues to work and build and practice, they're going to be the performances are going to get better. Her breath control is going to get better. The sets will get bigger and better. She's just got to work. She's got to keep working. Honestly, this is the first time. So this is the beginning. So she had a lot of pressure on her. And to have that much pressure on you, and this is your first time, she rose to the occasion. She did great. She did a good job. However, she did a good job just because she went out there and did it. And she sounded so good. She looked good too. But it just wasn't like a breathtaking performance. It just did not feel smooth. It just wasn't. I think there was times where, like, she was kind of waiting for the mic to get back to her. Like, I don't know. You can tell that she needs a little bit more work. I did see the Beyonce energy though. I seen a lot of that Beyonce energy in her. I could tell that she's been, following and learning and watching Beyonce from the way that Beyonce sings and live performs. She's definitely taking notes, and she's definitely using those notes in her own performances. So I commend her for getting out there and doing it, committing, and it was cool. Like I said, the performance was good. It wasn't trash. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't phenomenal. So I thought it was going to be better than what it was. But this was her first time, so maybe with a little bit more practice and more shows, she'll have more confidence. I don't know. It's just something about it just felt like this is not really, like, the word I keep coming with is smooth. It just did not feel smooth. You know what I mean? It just did not feel like a well-oiled, prepared performance machine. Like, it just kind of felt like, okay, we got to do this. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. All right, everybody, where's that? It just, I don't know. It was weird. It was a little all over the place for me. It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't bad, but she needs work. She's definitely not the next Beyonce right now. I could see that's where she would like to go, but she's got a lot more work to do before we can go ahead and give her that crown. But I could see it though. I see the trajectory. At least she's a standout. You can tell that she has star power and she has the work ethic. It's going to get bigger. It's going to get better for her. And she will be a problem later on. She will be very much so a problem if she continues to learn from her mistakes and grow from, her performances and her work. And I believe that she will. Okay. Much different than the opinion that I have with Normani. Okay, so now let's talk about Normani for a second. Normani looked good. Normani looked good. I believe, honestly, Normani's performance was a lot smoother than Chloe's. Okay. Normani's set to me was a lot better. I liked it. Normani actually sounded really good too. I enjoyed Normani's performance. She's a beautiful girl. Her voice sounded really good. Her look was nice. One thing I don't like about Normani though, and I think this is the thing that Chloe has over Normani, is Normani does not stand out as a star to me. When I see Normani, Normani just feels like she's a part of one big ensemble cast. There should be no reason why Normani has these cornrows I get it, maybe because it's the dancing or whatever, but you could have done something with your hair or your look to differentiate you from everybody else. Like, she blended in with all of her dancers. They could have given you something else to make you look like the standout, like you're the star. I feel like Normani just blends with the crowd. She's cute. She's talented, she's cool, but there's nothing about her that's polarizing. There's nothing about her that's standing out. There's nothing about her that is quintessential and you're like, wow, look, this is a star. She's got something here. She very much so blends. It's cool. It works. But is it enough? I don't know. I just don't feel like, while her body is banging, outfit looked good. I mean, why did she just blended with everybody else? That was a part of her show. One other thing that I didn't really understand, and I'm not even trying to make this a conversation about sexuality, but it was a bit unnecessary after the song had ended for her to strap up Tiana Taylor and ride her. Like, to me, that was a desperate ploy for people to talk about her and talk about the performance. That was a desperate move. Maybe she felt the pressure. Maybe she wanted to have a moment where, she had the most talked about performance. I think that she tried to take a page out of Little Nas X's book. I don't know. But to me, it was unnecessary. The song was over. Nothing happened from that. Like, that was so unnecessary. Like, that did not need to happen. I mean, to me, it just was like, okay, the song is over. I could have understood maybe if she would have pulled her out during the song and sang and danced on her during the song. Okay, now we're talking. But to just extend the beat, the instrumental, just to add that part on there for no significant reason other than just to really honestly get people talking, was pretty pointless in my opinion. And which brings up another conversation of, social media now is in an outrage because, a lot of people feel like, well, why is there no outrage for Normani, putting her vagina in Tiana Taylor's face? What is the double standard? Just say you don't like gay people because, or you don't like gay men because you don't mind when two women are doing this. But if there's a boy and two guys, it's a problem, And I think that that's a very interesting conversation, and we'll perhaps get into that in another video. But I do think that that's very interesting that she was able to do that, and there's hardly any backlash, any controversy surrounding it. The only controversy surrounding it is members of the LGBT community saying, "Hey, what's up with what's the double standard here? Why is it okay when women can do it? Why is everybody so silent? And when Lil Nas X does it, all of a sudden, we have to protect our children. Shouldn't you be protecting your children against all of these things? Where's the outrage? Where are the tweets? Where's the trendingness? Where is all of that conversation happening now around children when it's two women? And that just goes to let you know that, listen, it's not even about the children. It's more so about two men or transgender. You know what I mean? So it's a deeper rooted issue. There's a lot of homophobia within the black community, within the entertainment industry, within hip hop, just within the culture in general. And people like to mask it and hide behind the youth and the children, when in all actuality, it has nothing to do with the children. All right, but back to the performance. Her performance is good. Dancing was solid. But again, there was nothing about her that really made me feel like she was a dropped out, standout star. There was nothing that gave me that. But It was cool. It was smooth. It was smooth. It was definitely smoother than Chloe Bailey's. It was smooth. It was a lot smoother. It was a lot tighter to me than Chloe's. No shade. It was. But Normani just blends with the crowd, whereas Chloe doesn't. So I don't know. It just depends. Chloe's willing to take more risk, more artistic risks, whereas Normani just kind of does what works. And so Chloe probably will get further because she's gonna take more risk. And the more risk you take, the better chance you have for reward. You don't really get rewarded for playing it safe all the time. Okay. So that's my thought on that. Okay, let's get into Doja Kitty. I just realized that I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like Doja Cat, and I first I said I did, but I don't think I like her, and I don't think I like her personality. I don't. You know what it is about Doja Cat is because even watching her talk and watching her host and things like that, I realized that she's not dumb at all. She's very articulate. She's very coherent. She's very sharp. She's very clever. She's very witty, and she understands what's going on. Just in general, like she understands. It's hard for me to explain, but she gets it, right? And so when she does little things, whether they're good or bad, it's very calculated. And she understands when she's insulting somebody, and she understands when she's not insulting somebody. And I could tell that from her personality. She definitely knows what she's doing when she does something, and it's very intentional. So I'll say that to say her performance was nice. Her artistic, like, it was cool. She flung up and she was in the ring, and like she was in space, and I liked it. It was very creative. I liked it. And then she was doing the capoeira dancing, like fight. It was a beautiful performance. It was like, I wasn't wowed either. It was nice though. It wasn't a bad performance at all. Her performance was great. It was cool. She looked a mess the whole day. From the red carpet to this is a fool, to the hat, the chair hat. Like, she just looked a mess. The whole entire award show for me. I'm just not a big. I don't like Doja Cat. I would never want to be her friend or any of that, because I feel like Doja Cat is the type of person that will literally sit there and throw some shade at you, or like say some condescending dig at you, and then when you check her about it, she'll act like she didn't know that she offended you, or she didn't feel like she offended you. Like, she would just, I don't know. It's just, her energy gives me, girl, you're some tea. No, but seriously. But anyway, there's something about her personality that I'm just like, I don't feel it. Like, and it feels very calculated. And speaking of that, I thought it was very awkward that her and SZA won for best collaboration, and she pretty much did not let SZA say a single word.
Y'all and tease y'all, I really do love you, and it's never personal. I love you so much. I look like a worm. That's dope. I never thought I'd be dressed as a worm while accepting an award. Anyway, I love you. Thank you, VMAs. Thank you, MTV.
She literally took over the whole mic, and poor SZA didn't even get to say anything. I thought that was very tasteless. I thought that was very trashy. And why even, like, that wasn't just your award. SZA really made that song. And I see people in the comments saying, well, because her SZA's dad even came out and said something like, that was so rude that she would not let SZA get up there and say anything. And people are like, well, she didn't have to, because that's SZA's song. I mean, that was Doja Cat's song. But no, that was their song together. And they won that award together. She should have let SZA at least thank her fans. SZA has fans. Why wouldn't SZA be able to thank her fans and thank her supporters for that? Like, so Doja Cat is the only one that gets to thank people? Like, that was very narcissistic and selfish. And Doja Cat knew exactly what she was doing when she did it. And she probably apologized later, like, I'm so sorry, my bad. But girl, the moment is done. You should have let that girl get out there and thank her people and thank her supporters and share that moment, because you guys won that together. I thought that was very late. I thought that was very tired, and I thought that was very unnecessary. And it furthermore validates why I don't like Doja Cat. Because why would you not let her give any type of acceptance speech? You just took the whole time. I mean, and to the point where she even like took a pause and then started to talk again, and then they even had to cut in the music for you to let you know, all right, wrap it up. Like, and SZA's just standing there. It's kind of like, girl, why did I even get up here? Why did I even come to the show? If you're just gonna take the full credit because it's your song, you're just gonna take the movement. Yeah, I didn't like that. I thought that was weird, and I thought that was a bit tasteless. So yeah. Doja Cat, I'm not a big fan. She makes good music, but her personality, I'm cool off Doja Cat. Two of my favorite performances of the night were from actually Busta Rhymes and Alicia Keys. These were the best performances of the night for me. Busta Rhymes took us all the way back with the nostalgia, okay? Make my people want to jump. Was that the Pastor Cavassier? It was the nostalgia for me. It was good to see Busta Rhymes get up there. He was doing the Lil Wayne the Look at Me Now verse, the flow. It was dope. I don't know. I enjoyed seeing Busta Rhymes get out there and perform for the old heads, for the legendary, iconic New York rappers. It was dope. That was some dope energy to see that, the VMAs allowed that. One thing I will say about the VMAs, they do a good job of having all genres of music on there, from pop to hip hop to, new hip hop, right? And then they have like old school hip hop, and they got the Latino. They have all genres. So they do rock. They celebrate all genres, and they give everybody a nice amount of time, because Busta Rhymes is up there for a minute. So I thought that was beautiful. I thought Alicia Keys and Sway Lee, they played her, they did her new song, which I love her new song, La La. It's beautiful. Sway Lee looked good, sounded amazing. Alicia Keys was breathtaking. And I loved when she sung New York, and it panned over to New York. It made me want to be from New York so bad. It made me want to be in New York at that moment. It looked like the city was such a vibe. The energy looked like it was so good out there. So I was really happy to see these two performances. They were my favorite performances of the night, and I truly enjoyed it. So as far as everything else, I really wasn't too far into the awards. Nobody that I really cared about won much, except Doja Cat and SZA, and I think Lil Nas X won for Video of the Year. So those are my thoughts on the VMAs, and I'm glad that the performances, I'm glad that that we're kind of getting back and people are performing again in person. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Did you guys like the VMAs? What did you guys think about the performances? And who did you think had the best performance, Chloe or Halle? Or did you not care for either one of them? I mean, not Chloe or Halle, Chloe or Normani? Or did you not care for either one of them? Let me know something in the comments, and until next time, make sure you like the video, share the video with a friend, and subscribe to the channel. All right, see you soon. Peace out.